Hey there, synth drones. Today we're going to be talking about the Moog One again. I know I've been doing quite a lot of videos about the Moog One, but it seems to be the buzz in the synth drone world. I'm Pyramid Drone. This is my vlog where I talk about synthesizers. And if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button and tap that bell to keep up with all of my synth adventures. Well, somebody left a comment on my last video that I did prior to this one, and they said that they watched the videos, they heard the Moog One, and they think it sounds great, but they said that there is nothing there that they can't get somewhere else. I don't know if I 100% agree with that. I mean, it sounds like a Moog Poly, and I guess, you could say that you could take a couple of Moogs and poly chain them together like the Phattys and get your sound that way. I don't know. But no, I think it has its unique character to it. I don't know if it's the sonic palette that I would spend $8,000 on. That's another discussion that I've already been through. Won't go there again today. I hope not. But the point of this video here today is it got me thinking, what would sound like the Moog One? I'm beating my head trying to think, what could compare to it. It's a beast of a machine. It's a monster. So what are your thoughts? I'd like to hear more in the comments section from you guys on what you think about it. And, be fair. You don't have to be brutal if you don't like it. You don't have to be overly kind if you do like it. You could be objective in your opinions. But what I'm thinking so far is some of the disappointments I'm feeling is no touchscreen, okay? And it would have been nice to have multiple outs, and I think it does. It has something to do with the sends, if I heard that right. So I could be wrong about that. That would be really cool if you could send the 3 synth parts out separately to a mixer so that you can arrange them differently. If it doesn't have that, that would have been cool if it did. I know it's got those send return effects things, jacks on the back, so I don't know if you could actually use them to send out the 3 different synthesizer voices out separately. That would be so cool if you could do that. But it doesn't have a touchscreen, which I don't like menu diving. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of menu diving involved in it. Lots of, knobs and sliders and buttons and whatnot on the machine that are easy accessible. So I like that. I don't like the sticker price. I already said that. So, again, I'm not trying to bring that up. But, you're thinking for that kind of money that you would at least get some kind of a touchscreen. I know what some people are thinking. That's just something else to go wrong. Well, anything in these machines can go wrong anyway, right? Let's see what else. It's 61 keys, so I do like the fact that it is compact. It isn't overly huge or anything like that. So you got some space in your studio for it. Looks a little deep though, kind of wide, deep-wise. And I'm wondering if that, if this Moog One would fit on these racks here comfortably to where I could reach it. I don't know. I don't know if it would, but I would sure love to have one to find out. So, as everybody knows, I would love to have a Moog One, but it's not talking me out of my money. And, man, I was talking to some people in the business yesterday, and they're not really coming out and saying it, but they're really trying to push these out the door really hard. Whenever you release a product, you really want to get people hyped up about it, get people talking about it, get the buzz going, and get people excited. And they're wanting, of course, the salespersons, they're wanting to play off gas, okay? And I did a video on Moog One gas. So does the Moog One give you gas? What do you like about it so far? I know that it's too early to tell, but they've been really going over it in their videos. But so far, what do you think, okay? Because you guys are important to my channel. I mean, you guys are the viewers. You guys are the commenters. You guys leave some of the best comments. Do have trolls that come through here, and people do have the tendency to be hateful when you disagree with them. I get that, but we don't pay attention to the bad actors. We just get rid of them. But with that being said, for you real synth drones, the real people out there that have a sense about yourself, who know your gear, who have intelligence of any kind, please leave a comment and talk about what you like about the Moog One, what you don't like about it. Make a list if you have to. Share your opinions. Let's not argue about it. Let's just discuss it. Let's just talk about it. You know, there is no synth out there that pleases everybody, okay? There's always going to be somebody out there that's not happy with what a synthesizer can and cannot do, okay? And there's nothing wrong with talking about a synthesizer in a intelligent way, okay? In a civil way. And that's what I'm asking you guys is, what are your thoughts on the Moog One? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you want it? Can you live without it? But what I'm really curious about is with what the commenter said is, if you don't get the Moog One and you think that it can be replaced with something you currently have or something else on the market, in other words, what can you compare the Moog One's sound? Okay, I'm interested in sound. What can you compare the Moog One's sound to? Now, that's a tricky question because of all of the routing possibilities with the Moog One. You could come up with all kinds of wild and crazy palettes of sound. But I think what this person who was commenting meant was the texture, the overall tone, the tonal sound of it. Sort of like Gibson guitars versus Fender guitars, okay? They both have a character of their tone, of their musical ability to produce a note in such a character that some people who are familiar with the two guitars can tell the difference right away without even seeing what you're playing. They can say, oh, well, that's a Gibson or that's a Fender. They can tell the difference. And so, because, you know, with a guitar, it all has to do with the player. Same thing with the synth, right? Doesn't matter if you have the best synthesizer on the planet, and Moog One could be it. Could be. If you don't know how to work it, if it's too complicated, or you're not skilled enough, excuse me, it's not going to be worth your money anyway. So let me know what your thoughts are on the Moog One. But you know what? Before you do that, you might want to learn more about the machine. You just don't want to talk off the top of your head like some people are claiming that I'm doing. I've done a lot of research on the Moog One, and as much as possible, okay? The information's out there, and I'm not slamming it. I keep trying to tell everybody this. I want a Moog One, and I think it is a fantastic machine. So please, everybody, understand that I am not bashing Moog, and I'm not bashing the Moog One. I want one. I would love to have one. It's just that I made a decision in my wallet, and my wallet won. And it's not because I can't afford it. I can afford a Moog One. Everybody, I can afford a Moog One. You know what? If I couldn't afford a Moog One, I could certainly sell some of my gear. I wouldn't have to sell all of it. And I could produce the money to buy a Moog One. I just need more of an incentive to depart for $8,000 on a synthesizer of any kind. I just need more than that. And I'm agreeing with the poster, the commenter, that I think with what I've got, I don't have the Moog sound here right now. I do have a Phatty, Stage Phatty 2. It's got the Moog sound. It don't have the Moog One sound. It's not a poly synth, but it's the Moog sound. I had the Model D, which some people from Behringer, which some people would really argue, oh, the Model D has nothing to do with, you know, the Moog. And I agree, it's got its own character sound to it as well. It's not truly a Moog sounding synth, but boy, it's a beautiful sounding synthesizer. I love that. Man, I got rid of it because it didn't have a keyboard. I'm trying to go all with keyboards. I know you guys are calling me crazy because some of you are saying, get into modular. I don't like modular. I don't like it for me. I don't like hooking up wires, unhooking wires. I hate tedious things. Just so you guys know something, I don't like tedious tasks. I like to dive in and just play on the keys and not have to hook up an external keyboard to something and have to play around. I like to walk, you know, I like to come over here, get on my keys, and I'm babbling now. And that usually means it's time to get off on the video and let you guys leave a comment. But anyway, I'm trying to go all keyboards here. All keyboards, and then I have another keyboard over there. The studio is still a mess. Look at these wires. Oh my gosh. There's a long story behind all of this. But I got to gut all of this. I got to take all this out and restart from scratch. But leave a comment, guys. And subscribe, tap that bell so you can keep up with all of my synth adventures. And love to hear from you guys. Man, we got some of the smartest people that are coming to this channel, okay, and leaving some really thought-provoking comments that are actually getting conversations started. And people are able to engage and learn on this channel, even though that I don't call this a techie channel. This is just my vlog. But you can learn from anyone. And I'm learning so much from you guys. You guys are so frigging awesome. And I do love all of you guys. But until next time, keep calm and synth on. Oh, that sounded almost mystical, didn't it? Yeah, maybe not.